Let's watch this video as Kevin O'Leary shared his thoughts about this one.
What did you think about the stablecoin legislation? The Senate advanced this landmark stablecoin legislation late last night. We weren't sure. For a minute there, I thought it was, dead on arrival. 16 Democrats flipped after ethics standards for government employees and limits for tech companies issuing stablecoins were included in the bill. Democrat Senator Mark Warner, one of the 16 to flip, said that the latest bill is not perfect, but the U.S. cannot afford to keep standing on the sidelines. This now legislation moves to the Senate floor for debate, with the final vote happening as early as Friday. Kevin, you and I have spoken in the past about the banks and whether or not they were complicit. Maybe they don't want legislation to move forward. The Genius Act, they didn't want that to move forward because maybe it infringes on their own business.
This is a groundbreaking move. Congratulations to Haggerty, 66 votes. It now goes to the Senate. Thune, I hope, can bring it before the break. We don't know yet. But this is so important for us to be competitive in digital payment systems around the world. And I know what happened on the flips. I'm sure Schumer had something to do with this. He basically said, look, I don't want to give them a 2/3. I'm going to let them get it through, but I want to hold back on a partisan basis. That's probably what occurred. But still, 66 is enough. It's good enough. And this bill is relatively clean. It's a groundbreaker for crypto because once we get this passed, this is not Bitcoin. This is just digital payment systems, but it does assure us that the U.S. dollar becomes the de facto currency around the world for price discovery on commodities. Who doesn't want that?
That's
Elizabeth Warren tried.
Yeah, I think that's very much important.
Very hard to shut it down. She wasn't successful, and I'm happy about that.
All right, so am I going to see you with a gong on Capitol Hill up and down the halls today? Is that what I'm going to see today?
Yes, and I'll have one of those symbols on my back and a gong. That's what I'm going to do.
And that is Kevin O'Leary. Stablecoins are stepping out of the shadow with real regulations. Finally, the U.S. is making sure that the dollar stays king in digital payments and commodities pricing. Politics played its part, but progress won the day. If you see a guy with a gong on a Capitol Hill, that's just the sound of crypto regulation ringing in a new era. For more of this content, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that every time we post this broadcast, this type of content, you will be notified. This is Doc Vince here at the Jeff Moore YouTube channel. See you on the next one. Ciao.